Greetings and salutations, such dear, beautiful souls. So much love, light, gratitude, appreciation, explanation point of joy. I don't know. Any energies are. Definitely doing. Actually, they kind of go like some super fast, some take an even longer beat. All right. Elf has decided to jump on and share some stuff, some other insights that Shars received during that silent meditation, observation, witnessing self and others, but with a witness kind of point of view. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting. So some of my observations has been patterns and behaviors, self as well. We leave bits of ourselves, like I'm leaving a bit of myself every time I'm on here. I leave a bit of myself whenever I'm interacting or conversing, because sometimes there is real conversations, conversing in a live chat, sharing of energies is leaving bits of self. How we perceive the bits coming in. I think I left off a little bit on that the last time. Yeah, it's a matter of our own perception. The energy is not going to change. It's how we're going to perceive it, and it's our own choices of what we're doing with it, and it's reprogramming the program. And this brings me fully back to this one part of my observations is things like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, where we're leaving bits of ourselves, just like here on this platform. We're going to call them platforms, so this way I'm not. So these platforms, we're leaving bits of ourselves, and we don't know why sometimes, and now we're creating a different type of matrix. If one thinks on that one a bit. Ponders, I like that one better. Ponders on that one just a little bit. So what are we doing with our time? You know, what are we doing? At the end of the year, we all panic because a year has gone by, and we're like, what did we do with ourselves? What did you do with yourselves? That is a good question. Elf is very, very, very proud of where Elf has been and where Elf is still going. Elf is extremely grateful for all the experiences within the Elf's life so far. Wherever they are on the spectrums, they're still just that, experiences. How do I apply them? Oop, caught myself there. See, that's part of the program. Myself is changing because I, to me, is an ego. We I a lot, and we do it by programming. So it's what we think is natural is not really as part of the old programming to keep us in that fear-based mentality. So with those thoughts come in through this MJ from All to Love with Be the Change. Be that actual change. It's the whole thing where I was saying before, the repetition, repeating that same pattern, behavioral pattern, same thing, and expecting different results. No longer shall we sit and say, when is it going to change? No, you be the change. Then it changes around you. It changes within you. It changes without you. That too. It does change without you sometimes, but you know, in a different way. You're just not in a physical form. It still changes. It still goes. Or it goes like this. Either or. Take your pick. Whichever way you want to spin that one. Self is seeing some of my own behavioral patterns that, you know, one could say was natural to the Elf. boundaries that I had that I just weren't keeping. I was keeping them, but they were kind of like a little. And with Elf having the open heart, the doorways open, the gates down. You know, it's I'm here. This is me. This is myself. Elf has no reason, nor my other bi-called names, no reason to lie. It makes no sense to the elf. So when Elf is called a liar, when the elf is just like, no, I'm just being myself. I don't know what you are talking about, but that's a reflection of you, and that's okay. And there's those connections. They come, they go. They come, they go. They come, they go. It's what we do with those connections. Do we keep cords to them? Are we keeping our boundaries well, that they don't even come into our reality? Which brings self back to that full thing of changing the pattern of what was it that myself was bringing in, conscious or unconsciously, and taking that awareness. So with that being said, Elf has not been on quote-unquote social media very much, besides here. So Elf has made a choice of, I'm no longer participating in leaving bits of myself there. I'd rather spend my moments more wisely, either here or doing like live streams or Zoom live things, whatever, using my time more wisely in sharing my gifts and sharing these observations and sharing these things, because sharing is caring, wherever the level may be. It could be, you're down, well, one is up, so we'll just somehow, connect and get those energies flowing, so it's not so wonky. It's a good way to put it, because again, these things that we say and we do, we repeat these certain patterns, and we have to. One is learning. One is learning to apply these changes, be those changes, and it takes practice, like anything. We can call religion practice sometimes too. So become more religious into yourself. Be your own religion. So with that, I'm going to end this with much love, light, gratitude, and appreciation. We got this. Sending out some good healing vibes, because I have an abundance of them. Watching how things are just flying through. And it's just enjoy the ride, because they are just moments. We love yous. Be well.